So first you want to take the model magic out of the bag and sculpt the middle part of the Zelda crown from Twilight Princess. The rest of the footage of me is just messing with whatever I made. So moving on to the next part. Next I'm taking 2 sticks of model magic and putting them on top to where I'm placing the jewel. And next I'm gonna take next I'm gonna take a piece of model magic out of the bag, and I'm gonna sculpt one of the leaves next to the middle part of the crown. I used my Four Swords Adventure Zelda crown as a reference. Because I don't believe in sanding, or I'm just too lazy to, I just rather sculpt it with my hands. You can use an X-Acto knife, but I prefer to use a pen because I'm very lazy. You want to sculpt the details or carve it exactly like the way it's shown in the reference photo you can see on my phone. I would have used a X-Acto knife, I think I said this already, but I'm just very lazy. You also want to blend out the edges of the leaf so it doesn't look weird. So I took apart my Four Swords Zelda crown and decided to use these as the leaves for my Twilight Princess Zelda crown. It's obviously coated already and you can barely see the detail, but I'm just doing this because I'm very lazy. I'm sorry to fool you that if glue will work, because it really doesn't. Wire works a lot better, which I'll show later in the video. Next you want to coat it in gesso, and I already did that leaf on the right already because I got interrupted. And remember to keep the gesso or paint out of those deep lines that you carve. Next I'll be using gold paint. And again, make sure those lines aren't filled up. There was supposed to be footage of me coloring the jewel blue with a tattoo marker and gluing it on, but I really don't know where it went, so I'm really sorry that you won't see me do that. Next you want to coat it again with gesso. You could also use clear coating, but since it's Christmas season, I just want to stay home and stay away from stores because they're so crowded. So I'm just being, again, very lazy and just using what I have. My leaves fell off, and now I'm embedding them with wire like I mentioned earlier in the video. I also cut the wire in half off camera, and I attached them to my crown. Always use wire, they work so much better. Next you'll be taking wire and attaching it to a gold chain. And this is how you'll make the back of your Zelda crown much more, something, the word I can't think of. You want to stick the wire into the model magic. You definitely don't want to make the same mistake I did by sticking it after it's coated with leaves, because that will make it so much harder. And that is how you make your Zelda crown from Twilight Princess. I'm sorry I didn't have footage to do the gem, but if you like this video anyway, please give it a like, and I will be making more Zelda crowns. So definitely subscribe to see more of this content.